On the first of the 4 Egypt series albums that you released, Being Eternal Egypt, with the sonic sorcerer Mr. Phil Thornton, we have the opportunity to hear, as detailed as well in the track listing, various rhythms such as the Mazmudi rhythm and the Falahi rhythm applied to a full piece of orchestrated music, which progresses a step forward into practical application from your Sablatolo series, which I believe are considered to be sonic bibles and held in the highest esteems of percussionists globally. Being fascinated with the designs and freedom reigning rebellion that is world fusion truly, the weaving of these traditional rhythms into contemporary music, observed once again on the Rock the Tabla album, must be one of the most interesting musical experiences certainly that I have encountered. What do you consider to be the bridge that marries the two styles of music, giving it such eclectic compatibility?
Well, that's a very, very good question, because that is something that I know a lot of world fusion artists, be it composers, singers, instrumentalists from all genres of music, would love to know, how do I do it? First of all, I believe that fusion is and should be a proper marriage with the intention till death do we part. That's number one. A friend of mine, and I would like to lay claim to this, but a friend of mine from Mexico, his name is Manuel, said to me one day that you can't just wear an Indian Rajasthani dance costume and then dance the mambo and then call it fusion. I believe in studying as looking at, listening to, absorbing and siphoning from, living with, and being in touch with the other side of the equation that I'm adding my music to. Without dropping a big bomb or anything like that, I take my arrangement of the song Kashmir on the album No Quarter Unleaded by Jimmy Page and Robert Plant from the Led Zeppelin band as one of those marriages, because you cannot improve on perfection. However, you can marry it. Everyone in this world is looking for the perfect woman. Everyone in this world is looking for the perfect man. And when you find your ideal vision of perfection in a person, you should marry them, you know? And that's what I found with Kashmir. I loved the song from the first time I heard it, way before I got called to join the group. And then when I asked myself, okay, how would I arrange Kashmir in a way that will bring myself in? So the rhythm, I like weaving. I love the word that you used, weaving the rhythm inside one another. So when it goes, you know, doom, doom, dum, da, dum, da, doom, doom, da, da, dum. You know, I thought to weave in and out of this, I used a North African rhythm that is very popular in Morocco, which goes ta ta doom, 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 ta ta. Ta 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 doom, ta ta doom, and it just like feels perfect. The two feels go really well together. The Moroccan rhythm weaves in and out the gaps. And this is why people call each other partners. They complete each other. But then there was a time that I had to bring in then the full Egyptian wedding to it.
Yes, and that you did.
You know, and then I brought the violin solo, and that took us straight to the back streets of back streets in Cairo, where everybody knows everybody by name and everybody knows everybody's birthday and date of birth, not just birthday, day and because they were there with his mother, you know, and
that's right.
and everybody is borrowing money from each other and sending each other a cup of mom says, can I have a cup of sugar please, because we ran out, and it's okay, and can we have some rice because we don't have any, this kind of back streets of Cairo. And that is the sound, the urbanized folklore from the migrations of the farmers, you see, into the metropolis of Cairo, which became a sophisticated sound of folklore that really draws on the purity and the innocence of the farmer people. Hence, I brought in later on the Fallahi rhythm. But then it has all the lure of the ghetto. It's very seductive, that solo of the violin. Very seductive, very captivating, makes you want to listen and makes you want to listen again. It's very addictive. And when we did that, we used to scream in the rehearsals every time we played the song, and we will play it again. And then at the end, we thought, that's it, this is ready. We're going to go on MTV now.
Oh, fantastic. It's lovely to hear that insight into behind that magnificent, that milestone in the music world. So many people revere that collaboration.
Absolutely. The collaboration with Robert and Jimmy, I think, is as if you imagine kind of, I don't know, in the world of Arabian music, as if Kulthum, our greatest singer from Egypt, and the greatest composer, Muhammad Abdul Wahab, as if they came out from their own graves and started working together again in their full youth. When Robert and Jimmy decided to get back and play together from, the separation that happened after the sad departure of John Bonham, then they decided to marry back together again and do this unleaded. And that was directed by Mr. Bill Kerbishley from the Trinifold Management Company, together with Mr. Rex King. And it was a great vision that Bill Kerbishley had. It really brought the world back up on its feet again, and like you called it, it's a milestone of all milestones. And for me to be invited to participate in this, my God, I can't tell you, I can't express my delight, like a little child who's actually been thrown into...
Yeah, absolutely understandable. And you would consider that to be the greatest performance that you had experienced?
It was the greatest performance of that time. But, I'm always going for the next. Yeah. As an honor, I don't think it can be matched. No. But as a great pleasure and devotional moment, this is something I will always revere until my last days.